All right, so for those of you that might be new to the weekly recap, this is something that we do every week to go over and review what we did in our trading. My name is Mark Fuller. This is Team Alliance. We trade specifically 5-minute binary options on the NADEX platform. If you're not familiar, there's a bunch of videos on my timeline that give you more information. But the recap is just so that we can review how we did in trading for the week and or in training. So many of us are not necessarily taking trades as of yet because we're still committed to the training process in order to elevate our skill. The more skill that we have, the more successful we're going to be because we're in position with the skill to do what we need to do in the market and be consistent. That's the key to all of this working for us. Winston, what's happening? So, I mean, it's really just as simple as that. You train, you develop and acquire the skill, you elevate your skill over time, and eventually you'll be in position to execute the process that you've been trained to do with a high level of efficiency and consistency. Then you're going to be consistent in your trading. That's it. So, so this week, well, I'll start off myself. And when you guys come on, just let me know how you did this week as far as how many trades you took, how many trades you won. If you're not taking trades yet, you know, how did you do in training? And what you basically received that was valuable in your training this week in particular. All right. Matthew, what up? Bill Hartman, what's going on, sir? Winston said no trades this week, but got the video to share and study later on. Definitely. Yeah, this week was very powerful in our training, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Undoubtedly. JT said 1-0 on a paper trade. Very good. And JT, you trading $1 yen, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that you're trading $1 yen now, if I'm not mistaken. Ramon is in the building. Ramon, how'd you do this week? Bill Hartman said he was 1-0 this week. Very good, Bill. Very good. Ikari, what's good? Kyle Smith is here in the building. He said number 301 on repeat. Putting in that real work, that grind. Yes, sir. JT said the yen, number 506, opened my eyes more to what I already know and to focus on the mindset. Definitely. Yeah, we're just in training in general. I think that we're going to be focusing a lot more on mindset because it really needs to be at the forefront and not in the background, you know, when it comes to trading. Yo, Matthew was ill. That's funny. I was 11-0 this week too. Chris Mars said he was 9-0 this week. Matthew said he was 11-0. I was also 11-0. And I did something interesting this week because this week I had finished, was that this week or last week? Whatever week, I think it was this week I finished Project 21. Was it this week? I don't even remember. It seemed like it was last week. I forgot. If it wasn't last week, it was the beginning of this week. Whenever it was, during this week, I was doing a number of things, and it led up to the exercise that I showed you guys, where I had 4 charts up in the training, and I was going through you know, the process and asking you what was I doing and all of that. Because I was doing that, I was actually on all 4 markets, and I wanted to do that intentionally to kind of just be eyes and ears for everyone who's in specific markets, if that makes sense. That's not something that is for you guys to do. That's something that I'm able to do and I'm in position to do, and that I wanted to do to try to help. So I see Gary in the building. I see Maisha in the building. How y'all doing? And how'd you guys do this week in your training? Or if you did take trades, how'd you do with your trading? But yeah, I wanted to be able to go through all of the markets throughout the week. So that's what I did. And then when I did the training, that's when I showed you guys what I had been doing. Because I was already doing that because I wanted to be able to see each market and to see kind of what everyone is seeing in their market, if that makes sense. Because ultimately the point that we're going to be at is, let's say I'm in the dollar yen. JT is in the dollar yen. And let's say 3 other people in the group trade the dollar yen. Now, when we're applying the process, we're going to get to a point where everybody is going to be seeing the permission slip if we're on the charts at that time. Does that make sense? Like, we're all going to see the permission slip simultaneously because there's only one process that we're all applying. So it's not like, oh, I saw it, he didn't see it. It's not going to be as much as that as it may be now. It will be more along the lines of, that was it. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it too. You see what I'm saying? Like, everyone will confirm that they saw the permission slip and or saw follow through trades because they were present at the time. And that's what the group chat does. The group chat allows us to be able to communicate with one another 24/7. So it don't matter when you on the chart. Is there any reason why you coming that close to this car? Anyway, so over time, eventually we'll get to that point where everyone that's in the same markets are going to be able to do that. We'll confirm with one another that, yeah, we saw, you know, MRMH at the time because we were there. You understand what I'm saying? So that is one of the reasons why I'm doing that. So when I was looking in each individual market, then I also was like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in each market until I see the permission slip. And then if I ultimately get a trade, then I want to see if anyone else is going to be able to identify the trade at the same time, like anyone in the group. And I wasn't able to do it the way that I wanted to. I may do that come next week or whenever I get the time to, because it does require more time for me to be on the chart because I have to be there looking at one market. And another thing is I'm not looking at all the markets at the same time. What I'm talking about is actually looking at one market at a time. So in other words, if I'm looking at the dollar yen, I'm going to focus on the dollar yen and I'm not looking to trade any of the other markets. I'm doing dollar yen. If the permission slip comes and then a follow through trade comes, that's the only reason that I would end up in a trade, which is what it should be for you if that's your market. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing if I'm in the euro. If I'm in the euro dollar, I'm waiting for the permission slip. If and when it comes and the follow through trade comes, that's the trade I'm going to end up in on the euro. And I'll do that until the trade ultimately comes and unfolds in order for me to see if anyone else is seeing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm attempting to do as far as helping other people that are in various different markets, because this week I ended up getting trades in all 4. And that's why when I had time and I was available and around, I would post either the actual trade that I took or I would post the MRMH at the time. So again, if this is going to be something that helps the collective group, that's something that I don't mind doing. And I did it just to see if it would help, but I didn't really get to do it the way that I wanted to, because, you know, I would have been in position to do it even more so if y'all knew that I was doing that, but nobody knew because I didn't tell anybody. But anyway, so that was one of the things that I did for this week. So that's why you guys saw me posting for different markets. You know, I think there were times where I think I posted a MRMH for the dollar yen. I had did it for the pound. I think I took a trade in the Aussie. I don't know if I posted the MRMH for the Aussie, but of course I did it for the euro because that's the one that I switched to. So basically, like I said, all four markets, I saw MRMH and I saw trades. And that's what I want to see more consistency with in the group, is if you're in the market and you're engaged in your market, if you actually talk about it in the group, it will help other people in the group that are in the same market to know what it is that they may or may not be seeing at the time. Because like if you're seeing the permission slip or what you think is the permission slip, and then someone else is looking too and they're like, I saw that too, but it didn't look like that to me. Now you can actually have a dialogue and a discussion about what part of it may not have looked like it to you. And then when you talk it out, it helps you to perfect the process because you had a dialogue about it. But if you keep it to yourself, you're not going to know. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if we open up the communication within the group, it's going to help everyone collectively in the group. And it's like, I already know that. So that's why I always start something, because I want to try to create a ripple that's going to bleed into the group, and then everyone can kind of build off of that. So that's what my intention was for starting that. And I did that this week. So I still don't know how effective it was, but right. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Akari said I had posted 2 for the Aussie. Okay. And I know I had posted 1 for the dollar yen too, because I think that I did that either yesterday or Thursday. It might have been yesterday. Ramon said no trades this week too, but trying to see how can I adjust my eyes to the behavior that the pound been displaying since December. The MRMHs have been appearing, but sometimes I miss them due to the speed it's been displaying them, and I understood that when you call out the last one yesterday, when I say speed, oh man, I keep losing it. Damn. I lost it there. Hold up. When I say speed, I refer to the timing of the OP with the position of the price that I'm referring to. It's all about recognizing stability, and that's what I got to focus on. Right. Right. Stability being the most important part. Exactly right. Chris said, you say all 4, which ones are you not looking at? Not looking at the euro yen, the pound yen, and the dollar CAD. Because to my knowledge, no one in the group trades those. So I don't look at them. Bill said he took his trade at 45 seconds, pricing at 73. Still had time to let the pricing move up and the clock tick down. Right, so you gave yourself the time that the market was giving you. Very good, Bill. Bill, that's excellent. That is excellent, because just from how you described it, I see that you're beginning to understand it, because you wouldn't be able to say that unless you do. That's very good. That is excellent. Matthew said, how we respond to new exercises reveals how stable your mindset is. You already know. That's how I know, and how like people will tell on themselves. Just like when I switched to the euro. It's easy to get you to tell on yourself. But remember, I always have a underlying method to the madness that you might see me do at the time. Always. And it's always for the benefit of others, not me. Ikari, it helped me because I got some clarification on certain things that happened. Definitely helped. Oh, you talking about what I did throughout the week, Ikari, with posting? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Ramon said, I concur, Mark, with sharing what someone sees it as MRMH and post it in the chat room so that we can all have a discussion about it. Yeah, I feel that we need to do more of that because the more that we do that, the sharper that you become in your market. And the reason I'm doing all of the markets is so that I can have a discussion with anybody. It's like I can't have a discussion with you about your market if I didn't see it. So even though I'm telling you to record, post the video, a lot of y'all ain't doing it. There's some of you that do. Don't get me wrong. There's some that record everything. Like Walk is very helpful with the recordings. Who else records a lot and be posting? There's 2 other people that be posting a lot of videos. Every time that you post a video, when somebody had a question, it helps. It helps dramatically. And that's what opens up the dialogue. So because there's not enough videos being posted, it's kind of like I'm doing it so that I can be there to have a dialogue when you post. So if you say, yeah, did you see, I saw MRMH at such and such time. If I'm looking at all of the market, if I was there, I saw it. Or I can say, nah, that wasn't it. You see what I'm saying? Because I was there. But I can't do that if I'm not looking at your market too. So that's the reason that I'm doing it. So again, that's why I wasn't showing that to give you an exercise for you to do. I was showing you that to show you how I'm able to dialogue and communicate with you about whatever you're doing at the time. Because if I'm there, I'm going to see it too. So again, to be helpful. Joel said, training on seeing a valid setup this week. I believe I've seen one, so thanks. Very good. Bill said, my mentor, Jay Carley, reviewed my video and pointed that out about the time left. Right. And that's why videos help, because you can get so much feedback and insight from one video. So when you post a video and it's relative to what you might have seen or might have thought that you saw at the time, now we looking at the video. The purpose of the video is so that somebody can see it who wasn't there with you. But what I'm hoping to do to make up for the slack where people are not posting as many videos as they could be for whatever reason, everybody don't always have the time to do it. I understand. So if I can be helpful in that capacity where, because I'm there, I'm looking and I saw it, when you post about it, now I can have communication with you to help. So that's what my intention is. That's why I said there's always a higher purpose to what I'm showing you, what I'm doing at the time. I'm sure people thought when I was doing that, they're like, oh, so we looking at 4 markets now? No, we're not looking at 4 markets. I'm looking at all markets so I can see what you're looking at when you look at your one market. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of it. So I can help you to help yourself. And to me, it's not a lot of work for me because I already am able to do it fast. That's why I was showing it from the perspective of the quick glance when I did it in training. Because I do the quick glance naturally. I'm not there looking at the charts. I don't even care about the chart. I'm looking at the market. And I can go through them, boom, 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 boom. And I can see immediately. So if something pops up on the radar and that's your market, that means you saw it too. If you saw it and I saw it, it means we saw it. Now we have a dialogue about it. You see what I'm saying? We can have a discussion about it. Instead of, yo, who saw this? Who saw the 1235? Who saw the 1 o'clock? So all of these things are going to grow. Recording, I know that people will do that more. The exercise that I'm doing, I know that will help everybody more. Because A lot of times too, if I post and that's your market and you're on a chart, why didn't you see it? Does that make sense? Just like if I posted about the dollar yen at the time and you were there, when I posted, if you were there, you should have saw it. If you didn't see it, now we can dialogue. Now we can talk about it. Well, man, Mark, I didn't see that. I'm not sure what you saw. We can talk about it. So it just opens up the communication without a doubt. Ramon said with the recording, it can help people like Greg who are new and struggle to recognize when MRMH appears on their market. Right. Posting videos of them will help the whole team educate and elevate at the same time. Yes. That's what it is. That's exactly what I'm looking for, Ramon. Exactly. Akari said, observation of the market this week for me was amazing. I feel that I elevated to a new level in the game. Now understanding how to feel the market and also seeing a progression from an unstable condition to a stable one. I was able to see the progression in one of the MRMHs that set up on the Aussie. So yeah, I feel like a new man, same man with an elevated interpretation of the market. No trades, just a whole lot of observation and elevation. Yo, that's hard right there, man. That's hard, Akari. That is hard. See, because turn this charger on. Because the simple fact that you said you did all of that and didn't trade. That's how I know that what you're saying is exactly what you really were doing. That's exactly how I know, just from how you described it. So that's what we need. That's what we need, because your elevation is going to come from your understanding through observation. That's how you elevate. Once you've elevated, then your execution is going to be what it's supposed to be. You don't have to wonder about what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you be doing. Adele, what's up? Chris said it's still hard to believe even after the fact, but once you got it, you got it. Exactly. Fandoms. Ramon said, which pair you trade? Oh, he's asking Chris. Okay. I see you having a whole deep convo. Who getting saved? Everybody getting saved again. You know, people be getting saved 2 and 3 times. But this is, this is all going to be extremely helpful as we move forward. Like all of it. And I mean helpful to the point where all right, I'm gonna leave that right there. He said he trade all the pairs. If there's a trade available, he takes it. I don't got nada to say. But the level of focus that you need in order to trade with a high level of consistency, you learn through the training process. And that's why when people are going through the training process, and it seems like they're struggling a little bit in training. It would behoove you that if you feel that you're struggling in your training process, that you communicate more within the group and make use of the resources that we have. Because if you don't do that and you try to go it alone, all you're going to do is open up the floodgate for your emotional stuff to come into the picture. More emotional stuff that you got to deal with. Because now you're dealing with the emotions of the emotional response that you had to something else. And it just continues to spiral out of control. Next thing you know, you're just an emotional wreck. And you scared, and you fearful, and you greedy at the same time, like you're doing too much. So that's the purpose of utilizing the resources within training, not only for yourself, but also for the benefit of somebody else. Like if I thought selfishly, and I just thought about me, there would be no TA. Like, just understand this for a second. If I didn't care about nobody else, I would have never done none of this. I just would be trading. It just would be me. Like, I'm good. I figured it out. But instead of me doing that, what I've done is, through the stages of my growth and development, I've shared along the way with everybody. You understand? As I've shared with everyone, I've elevated and grown consistently. It's just like this. It's just a straight line up. My growth has been like this. From the time that I started on this particular platform, NADEX, up until now. The reason that it's just been straight up is because of the dynamic of what it is that you need to do in order to grow. You have to give in order to receive, right? So if you have that just constantly going, you'll always be receiving what you need in order to grow. That's why I've grown. That's why Team Alliance has grown. And that's why when you become a part of Team Alliance, you're participating in the growth cycle of the collective group. That's why you can't always just think about yourself. Like sometimes people, they'll have a tendency to feel like, you know, well, shit, I'm gonna just get what I need and then I'm out. And it's like you don't want to do that, because if you have received from something, to not give back to it is a no-no. That right there is like karmic. That's why I constantly do it, because people keep hitting me and they're like, yo, why, you know, are you doing something new? I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything new. What I'm doing is not for me. Well, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do Project 21? I didn't do that for me. I did that for y'all. As a result of me doing it for you, I'm going to grow. I know that already. That's what it's always been. That's what it's always going to continue to be. Every time that I do something new that's going to help somebody else, I grow again. And then through my growth, it becomes the growth of the collective group. Now we can elevate simultaneously and together. And that's how the growth cycle continues to work itself out within Team Alliance, which is crazy. Hold on a second. I saw a comment just now. Jay Carly in the building. What's up? Mark G, what's happening? Starger, what's up? Oh, excuse me. Ramon says, as long as you follow the protocol and study each pair you trade, you can't fail. Akari, it's like I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now I always believed it was there. I just had to keep training and observing to see it. It's over with now. Chris said, at the end of the day, it comes down to understanding market behavior. Matthew says, if you're taking losses in one market, attempting to trace multiple markets is suicide. Yes, it is. J. Carl, I can't even imagine being full-time without TA. That's it. Pay it forward. Matthew says. That's an important part of the dynamic that some people don't fully understand. The pay it forward aspect. What I just attempted to explain is how there would be no Team Alliance without me paying it forward. That's what I'm getting at. Like it wouldn't be this. You wouldn't have this if I didn't pay it forward, especially at the level that I do it. And that's a part of the mindset also. Jay Carly, I'm gonna go full time, and then what? I'm gonna leave my family that helped me get there. Where do they do that at? I don't know. Some people do it, man. Some people do it. Yep. So, Jamal, what's happening? It finally made it to a live. I told you Saturday it was on. Saturday, man. Yeah, so on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a recap from now on. And I did actually go to Starbucks, but it just was too many people, so couldn't do it. J. Carl, you like that red joint, right? Oh, speaking of which, let me see. That's you right there, J. Carly. You wanted this one, right? The pink. And what was the other one? The black joint? Yeah, I got you. I told you I was gonna hold you down. I'll throw them in the mail probably today, if I can remember. I know that made your whole morning, right? That made your whole morning. Yeah, but training this week, man. Remarkable. It was very good, man. And it's going to continue to, it's going to keep being like that. Joel, you know why she calls me Spike? You got to ask her one day why she calls me that. You might even know because you laughed at it. You might know. Yeah, but Wendell, what's up, man? Which training was it where everybody was unmuting? Which training was that this week? I got to look in the list. But whatever one that was, when I think Rich came on. Oh shit. Yo, Sing is a gangster. Sing, I'm so sorry, man. Damn. I apologize. You right. You right. Yo, you see what Sing said to me? He's like, make my morning too by setting me up, bro. Let's go. I got you, man. I got you. I declare I will finish. Stuff be just going on. That was number 500. Okay. All right, cool. Yo, Sing, I like that, man. I like that. See, he fit right in with us. Freaking crazy. I got you, Sing. I got you. Yeah, this is good stuff, though, man. Good stuff. So for those of you doing Project 21, where are you guys now within the project? Where are you now with regards to the project? Yeah, definitely. Exactly. He came right in, me just like, hey, let's get to the business. Yep. He surely did. He surely did. Matter of fact, let me see something. Oh, Sing, I already, okay, I see what it is that I missed, because I added you already to the groups. Okay. Because I'm like, I thought that I had finished, but I obviously didn't send you the information. That's what I'm missing. All right, cool. So now that I know what you need, I'm gonna do it right now before I forget, because I don't want to get off and then start driving and go do something else when I just promised you I'm gonna finish. So let's get it done. All right. Yeah, so from what Akari was saying about how he elevated this week, I'm glad to see that was what he was able to take away from what I did on training, where I was looking at the different markets, because that was the purpose of it. Like that was the purpose. The purpose of it was not to tell you guys to start doing that. Again, for those of you that might have came on late, the purpose of me doing that exercise on training was to be able to be in position to help everybody in the group in whatever market that they're in. Wendell said he cashed out, started over trade 3 now. Sing, check your private message for me on Facebook. Check the chat. Yeah, I don't. Wendell, how far did you get originally before you cashed out? He said he got to 16, cashed out early, and he's starting over. Yeah, I'm a little curious why you did that, though. I'm a little curious why you did that. Not to say that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just curious to know. Why'd you do that? But that's awesome. First of all, that you got to 16-0. That, like, just to be clear, that's awesome. JT said, O&O Project 21. Next week I'll be live with no jive. No jive and no turkey, huh? J. Carly said, I understand. Maybe something came up. I don't know. He didn't say yet. Yeah, Wendell, when you get a moment, I'm curious to know, why did you cash out and then start over? Okay. He said he needed cash for an emergency. Fair enough. That's more than a good enough reason. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Realize that what's crazy is the fact that you had it there as emergency money. That's first of all. That's number one. And I like how he gangstered it. He said, I cashed out and then I started over and now I'm 3-0. Is that what you said? 3-0? I think he said that. I think that he said that. Sing, you all set up now. Check your chat. J. Carter said, now I know that that's the baseline to my career. There's no going back. Matthew said, the program is trying to get all of us to download the software so that the result is much like an app on your phone. You see everything at the same time, the same way as the next person. So let's fucking go. Truly yours, Buddha. Shit. Did he nail that or what? That is exactly what I'm aiming to accomplish with all of the stuff that's going on. Download the software. Get the app on your phone. You see everything at the same time on the app. That's TA. That's it. That's it. Project 21 is incredible. I don't know if you guys realize if you do 24 trades in a row, that's 100 contracts. You know, I don't know what you guys have been aiming for or shooting for in your head mentally, but I know that you go through different phases as you grow. Some of you, you know, many of you, it's the first time that you've seen thousands of dollars in your account. For a lot of people. Now just think about what I just said. You looking at thousands of dollars in your account that you grew, that you built up. You started with $100. You got thousands of dollars in your account that you basically were able to create as a result of your skill set. The same skill that it took you to get to that is the same skill that it will basically take for you to continue the consistency of that, rinsing and repeating. That's all it is, over and over again. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And now you have a business. Now you have a career. Now you're in position. Freedom. So it becomes less and less about all of these things that people make trading about. Like people make trading about, yeah, there's 506 videos in the list. Yes, that's correct. But start with the 3 that I told you, Sing. Those 3 that I gave you to begin with, those are the 3 that I want you to start with. And then when you get to 301, message us in the group and we'll let you know where to go from there. But yeah, people make trading about a whole bunch of other stuff that is not about. The potential for you to do that is decreasing. Like you're gonna do that less and less being in this environment, because there's no need for you to create or add fluff to what we do. There's no need for it. You know, I have conversations literally with people every day. Mark, you know, why you don't take more trades? For what? Why? I could take 1 trade a week and make more money than you. You was trading all week. This is what I be telling them. I'm like, how many contracts you trading? Oh, I'm up to about 15, 20. How many trades you took? You know, on average, I try to get 1 or 2 a day. All right, let's say you took 2 a day. That's 10 trades a week. At just 15, 20 contracts, you taking 10 trades every week. I smash you with one contract. I mean, not one contract, with one trade at the size I'm at. And I got to the size I'm at, started with $100. What we talking about? Like you see what I'm saying? Like, these are the conversations that people try to bring to me, and I'm like, you're not making sense. I don't want to do that. I want to relax and chill. When I get over this, we go to the movies. I do that during the week. If my kids are home from school, we do shit during the week. I love my time. I like time freedom. So that, you know. Matthew said, forget the money, the process is more important than the money it brings. Forever no. Chris said, very true, and it's a never-ending process. That's the beauty of it. That's it. That's it, man. All right, so Sing, you good, right? See the sun reposition itself, getting on my nerves now with this glare. All right, so this was good, man. This was a very good recap. I definitely appreciate this. J. Carly said, reality, I can cover my income with 22 contracts 3 times a week. So when I'm at 50, boom, that's full time for me. Exactly. Wendell said, it's to me not the trading part, it's the learning process makes the journey so much fun, and I'd rather just keep learning more and more. Forever no. Del said, I'm having a sun rant. I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, but it's all good, man. It is all good. It's very interesting. This week, like, just to put it in perspective for you a little bit, during this week, I took altogether 11 trades. And I think I almost, if not, I made the same amount financially, because during the week, this week, when the fact that I was in different markets all week, instead of trading my normal contract size, I cut it in half. So I like, it's still over 100 contracts, but what I would normally do was double what I did. But this week financially was still a 5-figure week from those trades. Mind you, not doing anything different. And even the fact that I had a lot of trades, even that don't have anything to do with anything. It just was a result of what I was doing, what I set up to do for the week. Like I told you, this week I planned it out like that, where I wanted to just be there to take trades in every market, to observe every market, to try to help other people in the group. And that's what I'll continue to do. I'm not looking to do that every week, because I'm very comfortable if I only get 1 or 2 trades for the week. I'm great. I know that I am always going to be in position to do whatever I want to do at the time. So it's kind of like the thinking where it's like you don't have a boss telling you, hey, don't do that. Nah, if I feel like doing that, I could do that. If I don't feel like doing it, I won't. You're a boss. Be a boss, man. Be a damn boss. Tyler, what up? Wrong side of the car rant. Because it's Facebook. I know what you mean. I'm gonna do the same shit when I watch it back, when I play back. It'd be pissing me off too. Look like I'm in the UK or something, driving on the right side of shit. Oh my goodness. Good stuff though. Yeah, 11 trades. And David, don't see what's interesting this week, David. Remember that we had several dialogues about when I was posting about the trades. That's what I need. That's what I need to happen. Exactly how I posted, and boom, you jumped right in the chat and was like, I don't even remember what you were saying, but whatever you were saying, we were having dialogue and communication about the actual trade, about the actual binary at the time. That's what we need to have more of, because what will happen, and you are not gonna double park here and leave me here like this, bro. All right. Yeah, so more of that. More of that, we're gonna grow. More of that, you'll see more. More of that, you'll get trades. This is why I'm saying stop going it alone. The whole purpose of me doing all of this is so that you stop doing that. Y'all, too many of you are going it alone, and you don't have to. That's the purpose of the group. We have a 24-hour group chat. 24 hours. There's times I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'll post in the group. It's 24/7. The market is up 23 hours out of the 24. There's no reason why you have to go it alone. That, like, don't do that. Walker, what up? He said Lulu driving today. Nah, it's Facebook, man. They got it. It's reversed. But you're right. She is driving today. Shit. I'm gonna act like I'm in an Uber. Yes, Jay Carly said there's no I in Team Alliance. Yes. Exactly. Shit, let's get it. David, I'm working on being more interactive with the group. What's so funny, David, is that's probably the most active that I've seen you, was because I'm in your market posting about it. It's interesting that the stuff that triggers you to actually to have a dialogue and to communicate, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always a method to my madness. My shit be crazy on the surface, but I know what I be doing. I know how to trigger people to do certain things. And it may feel like, damn, I don't really want to do this. I'm not that social. No, it's not about being social. It's about building your business. This is your business at the end of the day. Like, we're not here just to be here. We here to grow and to be productive and to be successful, to be profitable, to make money, and to operate as a business. Which means to be efficient with our process. That's what we're here for. We're not here to twiddle our thumbs. Yep. Matthew said, I understand what you're saying. Personally, I needed it. I'm wired to go at my pace, which keeps me from getting frustrated. Makes sense. Oh, you saying that to me? No. See, and I understand that. See, actually, what's funny is that someone like Matthew, exactly what he just said is how he is wired. And for some people, you do have to actually zone in because that's how you're wired. Most people are not wired like that. And so they need the opposite. See, Matthew is the type that needs just him to be focused, just me. I don't need no outside shit messing with my process. I need to get focused and get it. And then once he get it, then he can interact and engage. Like, now he's fine and he interacts and engages more than ever. He's always in the chat. He's always on training, right? Y'all know who Buddha is because he's around. But understand that his wiring is different than a lot of you. Many of you are not wired like that. You can't do it on your own. You can't. So if you know that you're struggling to get elevation by yourself, stop being by yourself when you don't have to be. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm glad that you said that, Matthew, because it does help to provide more insight and explanation to what I'm really trying to get at. Because it's not like it's an across the board thing. Everybody is not the same. But then you have how are most people? Most people are not wired like that. Like, I'm wired like that. I can do shit by myself all day. And as a matter of fact, I thrive off of that. I will figure something out because I zone out. I block everything out until I get it. And I go through all of this. I go through all of the shit. Like my OCD, when I joke about it, all of that shit is real. Like when I tell you, when I had started and I lost the trade, when I lost the first trade, you understand, I had already won like 90 trades straight, and then I lost one. And you would have thought like somebody was trying to fight me or something. I lost one trade. And my level of emotional shit was crazy. So I have to work through all of that on my own. When you're wired like that, that's how you do have to function. So, but it's all good though, man. It is all good. Shawnee said, Tuesday night training, I'll unmute, have to work Sunday and Monday night. He said, I'm gonna check in the training this week, share my story. I get the feeling that somebody might have completed something, but I ain't gonna jump to no conclusions or nothing. Maybe I missed something in the chat. Oh yeah, there it is. He said, another great week trading and training, 2-0 for the week. Project 21 all set. Just building from here on out, brick by brick. Woo. Another one. Shawnee, Project 21 in the bag. Now, notice he only needed one to complete Project 21 and ended up being 2-0 for the week. And listen to what he just said at the end. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. So Tuesday for Shawnee. And Shawnee, just hit me up. We'll iron everything out as far as the time. He said, indeed, staying at this level, high altitude, 10,000 feet, TA family. Shit, mic drop on that one right there. I'm out.